Hi guys, it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another cook with me video. Today's video, we're gonna be making some very easy Korean style noodles that should take, I don't know, maybe maximum 10 minutes, okay? These are super easy and super quick cold noodles. It is basically a soy sauce bibim guksu. Bibim guksu means mixed noodles, and normally bibim guksu is like a spicy sauce, which I have a recipe for actually already on my blog and my channel. I'll link that down below. I love bibim guksu, but I saw that there is a soy sauce bibim guksu, aka a non-spicy, savory sort of bibim guksu, and I am all about that savory moment. So we're gonna try this out. We're gonna make it vegan, of course, and I can't wait. I think it's gonna be absolutely delicious, and hopefully it is as easy as I think it is. Which I think it is. So yes. Before we jump into the recipe, just letting you guys know that this video is very kindly sponsored by Complement. Yes, as you guys may know already, Complement Essential is my favorite multivitamin. Yes, this is a multivitamin that has been designed for plant-based eaters or heavily plant-based eaters. Anyone that's following a heavily plant-based or predominantly plant-based or all plant-based diet, this is a great multivitamin because it really focuses on some of the key nutrients that might be hard to get just from diet alone, and it's designed to really complement your already healthy diet. This makes my life so much easier. Complement Essential is just so easy because all you need is this stuff. Okay, it covers the bases, and I know I'm in the right hands because this is a plant-based company made by plant-based people for plant-based people. So how amazing is that? So what I love about it is that it's very science-backed. It focuses on key nutrients only. It doesn't have any extra fluff or things that we might not need. It's third-party tested, it's made in the USA, and it is just awesome. So guys, if you are looking for the right supplement for you to help out on your plant-based or mostly plant-based diet, check out Complement. The link is below for you to get 15% off of your order using my code CheapLazyVegan, you guys. And you can actually subscribe and save even more. So the subscription, what it'll do is it'll just send you the Complement Essential on a regular basis, so you never actually miss taking your vitamins, because it is very important, you guys, to make sure that we are meeting our nutrient requirements so we can be healthy and happy and perfectly fine on a plant-based diet. And they also have other products as well. They've got some awesome protein powders. They've got a daily greens powder, which I love as well, and they have a gut nurture, which is basically great for your gut. So if you guys are looking for other health products to add to your routine, if you're looking for the right supplement for you, make sure you check out Complement. Once again, it's 15% off using my code CheapLazyVegan. Again, all the links are below. So thank you so much to Complement for sponsoring today's video. Now let's move on to the recipe. So in order to make our soy sauce noodles, the first thing we're gonna need noodles. So I would actually recommend using soman or somen noodles, which are like really thin wheat noodles. You can find those in the Korean or Asian, Japanese supermarket. Or you could also use soba noodles. I feel like soba noodles would be perfect for this as well, but I feel like, guys, you have seen me make soba noodles way too many times because I eat soba noodles all the time. So I decided to switch things up because I ran out of somen noodles. If I had somen noodles, then I would use somen noodles, but I don't have it. I ran out. So I'm using the next best thing, udon noodles. These are actually dry udon noodles, so a little bit thicker than somen noodles. I feel like any sort of noodles will do okay, but yeah. I think first choice for me would be somyeon or somen noodles. Second or third choice could be soba noodles, but we're gonna do udon noodles today. So first, we're gonna boil these up and cook them according to instructions. And then while these are boiling, you can basically make the sauce. It's so easy, okay? It's so easy. All right, let's boil these. And these cook really fast. This is like a 3 to 4 minute sort of situation. So yeah, we're gonna have to work fast, but I don't think it'll be a problem. Now that the noodles are cooking, you can make the sauce. The sauce is very simple, it's savory, it's salty, it's delicious. Cannot wait. So what we're gonna do is into a little bowl here, we're gonna mix together the sauce ingredients. We're starting with soy sauce. And by the way, if you need the written recipe, the blog post will be linked below with the ingredients list, the measurements, and everything. We're also gonna add some sugar. It's gonna be a sugary, savory moment. We're also gonna add some roasted sesame oil. This is very important, it's crucial, guys. In Korean, it's called chamgiram. You can find this in Korean or Japanese supermarkets. It's super savory. It is the best thing ever. Next, we're gonna add in some minced garlic, and you can also just do garlic powder if you're extra lazy. And if you are extra lazy and you love minced garlic, check out my garlic hack if you haven't already. I'll link that video down below. The garlic hack will change your life. Last but not least, we have some roasted sesame seeds. And then all we do is just mix this up. So what we wanna do is mix this until that sugar is nicely dissolved into the sauce, okay? Shouldn't take too long. but I just know it's gonna be good. And then what you can do is prepare anything else you want to add. I actually prepared some soft tofu that I'm going to add, which I think would be a great addition to this dish. And I also have some green onions that I've chopped as well. So that's already prepared. The other thing I'm gonna add at the end is going to be roasted seaweed. You guys have seen these packages before, right? Okay, us Koreans, this is a must in every Korean's like pantry. We have this with everything. So this is basically a package of roasted seaweed. Highly recommend. And it's already nicely seasoned, so that's another little hack, and it's so good, okay? So we're gonna add this at the end as well. So that's another little thing. All right, guys, the noodles are done cooking. So what we wanna do is we want to drain it and rinse it in cold water. And now what we wanna do is take a serving bowl. Make sure the water is fully drained. You've kind of squeezed out the excess water. We're gonna add this to the serving bowl, and then we're gonna go ahead and add this sauce. I'm gonna give it another little mix before we start adding it to the noodles. Now, what I would do is I would add a little at a time to, like, you know, adjust it to your preference, okay? I don't know how much, you know, how salty you like things. I feel like the amount of salt is very much a personal preference. So don't add too much at first, add a little at a time. Then we're gonna just mix this. Ooh. And then what you wanna do is take that roasted seaweed and you're just gonna crumble a bunch of it on top. Oh my God, it's gonna be so good. And add as much as you want. There is no limit. The limit does not exist. And that roasted seaweed also has a little bit of that saltiness in there as well, so keep that in mind. And then I'm going to add the soft tofu, some green onions on top. I like a lot of green onion. So that's basically it, you guys. How easy was that? That was like literally less than 5 minutes, okay? Now, I'm actually gonna add something else on top of this just to check how it is, which I'll show you in a second. But first, for science, let me just give this a little taste, okay? For science. Ooh. Oh my God, that is a bomb, okay? The tofu goes really well with it. It's definitely saltier than I thought it would be. So again, like, make sure you give it a taste as you're adding the stuff. Add less than you think you need, because like the color, it's not gonna be as like black as you think. You know, this is already quite salty, but it doesn't look super like salty, you know what I'm saying? So, but oh my God, it's so sweet and nice and savory at the same time. And oh, it is so good, okay? So savory, okay? In Korean, we have a word, 고소해. It's like a term. There's no direct translation to that term. It basically means like super savory and like pleasantly savory. And this is so 고소해, okay? So good. But I wanna try something else. So let me show you, okay? Let me try. So as I mentioned, you can just enjoy those noodles like that. It's so delicious. It's so good. It's like 5 minutes. It's so simple. But I wanted to try making a vegan egg yolk and putting that on top and seeing how that is, okay? Seeing if it's worth the effort and just like, I don't know, we're just trying it out, because if I look at, you know, non-vegan versions of this recipe, basically they put like an egg yolk on top. So I wanted to replicate that, but in vegan form. Again, completely not needed. You could just enjoy it as is, but we're gonna try it. So this vegan egg yolk is like a very simple version. It's not gonna like look like an, you know, like a little thing, but it's like a runny egg yolk sort of situation. So what we're gonna do is into a small microwave friendly bowl, we're going to add some cornstarch and some turmeric. Turmeric is gonna give this that really yellow color, and cornstarch is going to thicken up this whole thing, okay? So we're gonna add some cornstarch and turmeric along with some water, and what you wanna do is mix this really well until there's no clumps. So we're gonna mix this. And now what you wanna do is you're gonna microwave this in 15 to 30 second increments, depending on how strong your microwave is. I'm probably gonna do 30 seconds at first, because my microwave is like not very strong, but I would recommend like 15-second increments. And each increment, you like give this a mix until it starts to thicken up and bubble, okay? So that's what we're trying to do. So I'm gonna microwave this. I'm gonna start with 30 seconds, but you can start with 15 or 20, whatever. All right, this is after 30 seconds for me. It hasn't really started bubbling or thickening it up yet, so I'm gonna do another 15 seconds now. So after the initial 30 seconds, I'm gonna start doing 15 seconds. All right, you guys, so this is the kind of consistency we're looking for, kind of thick, almost like a very thick sort of very colorful egg yolk situation. So yeah, I just ran it in the microwave a few times for a few increments, and then it should thicken up nicely like so. And now you're gonna add in some vegan mayo, or you can also do vegan butter as well. And then the final touch, by the way, this recipe is by Mary's Test Kitchen. I'll link her blog post below, but this is like the easiest way to make vegan like egg yolky sort of stuff. And then at the very end, you're gonna add some kala namak. Kala namak is black salt, and this stuff tastes like egg, okay? It makes everything taste eggy. So I just add a bit. I would add it to taste. Just add a little bit, see how it tastes, and add more as you need, okay? So here we go. And as you can see, we've got kind of like a runny yolky situation. There you go. There's the runny egg yolk. And now we're gonna place that mixture just on top of our lovely noodles. Ooh, look at that. The runny yolk on the noodles. So again, this part is totally optional. You don't have to do this, but let's see how it tastes and I'll tell you if I think it's worth making or not. Nice and fatty. Mix it all in there. It does make it nice and like extra creamy. Just extra like ooey gooey, it seems. Mmm. 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 It's so good. My God. I think it's great without. I think it's great with. I don't know. It's hard to say. It definitely makes it, again, more like ooey gooey once you add that vegan yolk in there. I think you could even just do like a little dollop of vegan mayo and call it a day. I think that could also be really good. Just a little bit of vegan mayo to add in that little bit of ooey gooey thickness. But I do really like the, you know, the subtle sort of eggy sort of taste a little bit, along with a tiny bit of that turmeric taste that's coming through as well. One more bite. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my God. Mmm. This is so good. I do think it might be worth trying it with the yolk. It's quite good, okay? Again, it's great without, but oh, I don't know, it adds something a little bit extra. I wish I had left some of the original stuff not mixed in so that I could taste the difference, but whoo, delicious. Mm. Mm. Why is it so good? Why is it so good? All right, you guys, so that is pretty much it for the super simple, super easy 5-minute soy sauce bibim guksu or mixed noodles recipe. It is so good. I think this is perfect for summer, guys. It's so easy. It's definitely worth trying to make it with the yolk, but even without, it is so delicious, and it literally takes 5 minutes if you don't make the yolk. So highly recommend, okay? I cannot wait. And another thing you could do is you could actually make a bunch of this sauce in advance, and then just, you know, whenever you are craving some noodles, chuck some sauce in there, call it a day. So as always, you guys, the written recipe will be linked below in my blog post. If you do enjoy this recipe, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and my blog post a 5-star review. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And once again, thank you so much to Compliment for sponsoring today's video. Make sure you check out Compliment Essential and all their other products and use my code CheapLazyVegan to get 15% off of your order. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!